Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo, and I have been running ragged for the past little while, as you can see in the title of this stream. I was going to talk about the Bambu Lab. I'm going to call Old Black Betty. Bambu Lab, Old Black Betty. Bambu Lab, Old Black Betty. Bambu Lab, because Bambu Labs, right, has...
Darth Gellum just resubscribed for 8 months.
Thank you very much for that. And Bear, it's good to see you as well. Liz, Manor Mutant, The Midnight Smith, 3D Printy, Bryce, Future the Clown, Capturing Moments ago. I'm drinking the beer. Tolkien Otaku. Very nice to see everybody. By the way, it's the 48-hour reset for Maker Deck tonight. It's the 48-hour reset. You're watching it, right? Oh, I needed that. Oh, man, did I need that. I needed a refreshing beverage. After configuring and getting the printer, which, by the way, I was able to get through it. It would have been more, I think, if things were like fully prepared, like as they will be for the Kickstarter campaign, it would have gone even faster than it did. And honestly, it went very fast. It was so easy to set up, and I'm not just saying that. Now, I'll give you the whole crash course here in just a bit. So let me welcome everybody in again. Astro Caleb, good to see you. Mark Asian NC. I'm a 2-printer club now. You need to know where I got the X1 Carbon already? Well, Nerdy J made the connection, and because, let me say this, because Nerdy J at the Edge of Tech, from Hot Makes, was using the X1 Carbon and demonstrating the X1 Carbon on Maker Deck, right? He was able to make that connection. So this is, I would say, this is a Maker Deck kind of printer. If it wasn't for Maker Deck, I think the connection still would have been made, because they also knew that I streamed and did what I do here. But we also made the connections like, it's me, hi, but then I'm also connected to the Maker Deck project. So it was kismet. It was a match absolutely made in heaven. Thank you, Pink. So now I was calibrating, and we ran into one potential issue, which we may still have to work through. Now, keep in mind, this is production equipment. It's hardware, but the software still needs to be updated. There's some finer points they still need to work through, and they have plenty of time to do that. They are trying to ascertain whether or not, because they're a startup, right? They're a company that comes out, the individuals, some of whom came out of DJI, right? Having worked on their Mavic product out of DJI. So these are known quantities. Known individuals who have worked on electronic equipment before. So this is not a pie in the sky. This is what we're going to do. This is what we might do. No, they've done it. And now they're in the process of refining the software, the firmware, the directions. That's why I had to connect with someone who was very kind over the phone to talk through what needed to be done. So let me see if I can get this to work. Did it blip? Did it work? There we go. Okay, there it is. There's my bamboo. No, you literally put a popsicle over the bamboo. I was trying to show you my bamboo. Okay, well, I guess you're going to see a popsicle instead. They're never going to want to work with me again. No, we'd rather work with someone who doesn't put popsicle stickers over their bamboo. And I told them, I think they missed something by calling it the X1 Carbon. They should have called this the Whiplash. So right now, this is one of the prints. One of the prints that is on the first layer. This is doing the calibration and everything. This went down just fine the first time. It's just when it actually started to print, there were seemingly some issues. That had cropped up, so I had to stop it pretty quickly. And I'm going to be connecting with him. Here we go. Thank you, everybody, for participating in the hype train. We got a hype train? Oh, man. So I think it's about to begin to whip around. I whip my print back and forth. I whip my print back. Well, no, the print doesn't whip around. Everything else does. Everything else is... It's crazy. This is the thing that drew me in. Oh, y'all just landed a sticker party. Fixin' dude. Sharing 100 bits. All stickers are free. Okay, we will get back to looking at the bamboo as soon as y'all get done get it out of your system. Get all those stickers out of your system. your backer 191 for the X1. Oh, nice, Tripods Garage. So here's the thing. It was easy to set up. By comparison to the Prusa, and people said that's easy to set up. No. This was even easier to set up. Dramatically easier to set up. By far easier to set up. So it has been set up. It is printing, or at least it's going to go through that process. But hopefully the issue that we ran into the first one again, it's one of those things where they're in the process of refining the hardware is pretty much set. This is a production equipment. The hardware is good. But refining the software and the firmware and going through those particular parts of the process. Rounding out those very important pieces. You know me, I'm a software enthusiast. So, I decided not to print a Benchy. That's the problem. I decided not to print a Benchy. I decided to print a geometric desk organizer, and that may be something that currently needs to be potentially refined. It's starting to whip around. Starting to, after it goes through the first layer calibration to make sure everything's fine, you're going to see it start going. Look, you can see it right behind the attack in the high. It's going. How's it going? Is it going well? I'll know in a second. It's hard to see with this resolution, because this is what it did the first time, and I'm just using their default filament. Yeah, it's looking really rough. This is what it did the first time, too. Using their glue stick as well as, yeah, there's something that's not right. So maybe I do need to test with the Benchy.
Damn, son.
Thank you. I may need to refresh that browser, because here's the thing. I don't know if audio is being pulled in from OBS Ninja right now, and it should be. Can you hear me, let me see here. Where's OBS Ninja? Camera, monitor off. Can you hear it? You can't hear it. All right, give me a moment. I'm going to have y'all watch Maker Deck while I pop downstairs for just a second to get that set and staged so you can hear both things. So thank you, everybody. We got a hype train. Been about a minute left to go. Kick it in the rear. No, not going to kick it in the rear.
Tripods Garage Shared X100, kick it in the rear.
Thank you, everybody, for participating in the hype train.
Ryu_ just gifted 1 subs. Fix some dude cheered X100.
All troopers, may I have your attention? All troopers, may I have your attention, please? Welcome to the world of 3D printing. I totally.
Thank you.
Y'all have helped
Love
with this.
attention.
Thank you for helping with the hype train. Even though I had to disappear for like 1 moment to check on the printer to grab what I needed to grab. I needed it to get this.
Fuck the clown
I think I'm gonna
cheer
try to do
X100.
this.
What is hype train?
Thank you so much for your cheers, by the way, dudes. And I'm sorry, Fucho, and I think Fix'em Dude. Thank you for your patience as I am working through. Oh man, I need to grab something else. Potentially troubleshooting a file, one of their default files. I was trying to make it practical. I was trying to make Krusty proud of me. I tried. Thank you, Capturing Moments ago, for timing out Fucho. Oh man, I am. Whew, it must be hot outside because I am baking. Adhesion is perfect. Glue stick worked just fine. First layer came out perfect. It's just something potentially with, another setting. Like I said, the first layer is just so smooth. It's just there's something else that's going on potentially with the file. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up. And can you hear it this time? No, you can't hear it. Why can't you hear OBS Ninja? OBS Ninja camera, monitor and output. It's kind of weird how it's not letting us do that. I'm gonna clean this up and then I'm gonna just test print a Benchy, see if the Benchy works. Then we'll get a Benchy going. Because I know y'all love Benchies. I was going for something different. I broke it. No, I didn't break it. This is part of the process, right? And this is what I love about working with the team.
Ryu _ gifted John Parkman a subscription.
Thank you, Ryu.
_ gifted a tier 1 sub
Thank
to John
you.
Parkman. They have given 2 gift subs in the channel.
Very appreciated. 3D Printy, thank you. Especially as I'm going to get this clean. I'm going to get this going again.
Cheered X100.
And so you're going to see me. You're going to see my hands moving around down there. I'm going to go right in front of the Bambu. And get the next. I'm going to try a Benchy. We're going to try 12-minute Benchies. Oh, mister. Hey, by the way, did you maker decked your logo? Did you not? Yes, the X1 does have multicolor. You can see it right on top. It's the X1. You can see the what is the AMS system? Is that what it is? I've got to get used to some new acronyms. So I've got to let me get this clean. Let me get the Benchies. You're going to see me operate, but you won't be able to hear anything because for some reason OBS Ninja is not pulling in the audio. But everything is automated. Cali Dragon is a Benchy. It is, Kevin, but I haven't even begun to mess around with slicing yet. Though I do have the apps installed and everything. But Mr. Rick, is it? Sorry, your handle's cut off from where I'm looking. Thank you for changing your avatar on Twitter. And we'll be browsing everybody's makes today. We will get there with about a minute left to go on the level 2 hype train as I go and clean things up. So I appreciate you changing your logo and putting the maker. And by the way, if you don't know how to do any kind of Photoshop work, Fix'em Dude has volunteered to help you maker deck your own avatar for social. 3D Musketeers, fancy it is. All right, give me a moment. You're going to see me pop down to the screen down below to get things facilitated for the Benchy. Thank you, everybody, for participating in the hype train.
Ryu _ just gifted 1 subs. You can't hear me for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I'm talking, but like,
So I got this. She can browse the files. See, I was trying to do like one of those, like that thing. I have one of those. So that one.
Thanks again for your patience. Sorry for failing you on the. No. I mean, it does. It does. Oh, by the way, before I forget, it's on. Remember Wicket and Pixie's old dog crate? That's where it's sitting. So, it's on a very stable platform. You heard me? You heard me. Okay. I can't hear it. So if you're hearing the machine working, I can't hear it. So I wasn't talking. An Imperial garbage compactor for the filament chute in the back of the... Yeah, I know. I'll get there. I'll get there. There's plenty of space behind it. So we're going to keep an eye on two of these prints. I apologize, everybody, for the slight chaotic nature of this. Welcome to me just finishing... getting that set up, getting that stage, trying to get a print going. It was all going. And then we ran into an issue, and I don't know what it is. So it may be the file. It's a file that comes on it. So the good news is they know they're going to test, and then we'll find out which way it goes. When did you get the second printer? Tech Talk today. It arrived today. This is a printer that you can crowdfund. You can get on the list if it's not already full. It launched on Kickstarter today, already raised like what, multiple millions in the first day because people have used it, right? You've seen Nerdy J use it, and a few others have actually been using it. So I know it works. I don't know if anybody used the file that I used. You know, everyone's like, oh, Benchy, and I'm like, I want something practical. But that's me. Hey, Deep Sleep Studios, thank you so much for that cheer. Over 3 million. Wow. Thank you. Feel free to drop a link to the Kickstarter project too. Do you get to keep it? Yeah, that I know of. It'll definitely be used. Like the nice thing is, the way I've got it here, the way I've got the setup is that I could use the camera that's built in to that printer. It's just it's currently not working with their servers. Apparently, and they had suggested it as well that there was a problem with the connection by way of the server, so it wasn't just me. Oh, now I see now I hear it. Oh, okay. So you can hear it. Now I hear it. Dropkick says there were over 2 million in the first minutes. I'm excited. I really am. I want to do the multi-filament prints. Those are the things that I'm excited for. I want to do like a lightsaber. When I get things where I feel comfortable with it, because it's a new slicer for me. It's a new process for me. Not that that's a problem. Not that it's a hurdle. And honestly, the slicer looks very clean. I'll say this, as someone who loves software, the slicer itself, the UI, I mean, things are in different places, but it's a very clean UI. Probably one of the cleaner UIs for a slicer software that I've seen. Hey, Zombie Hedgehog, good to see you. You got in right at the start. That would not surprise me. A lot of people were all over it. Now I just have to sit and wait for my anchor make and the X1 Carbon. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to try this. I really am genuinely glad. Your backer 110 could not get the early bird special. Oh man, Kickstarter has failed us. But what's so cool about this? So again, and I explained this to them. I'm not. I'm not like you. I'm not someone who goes gaga over new hardware. This is my second 3D printer and they had sent it, and I'm very grateful for it. Setup was a breeze. Hey, Retro Tech or Die. It was really genuine. You unscrew some things, you connect a couple of cables. That was it. Like this was easily, a streamlined process. And I say that after having put together 2 3D printers that, I mean, yes, they assembled easily enough, but this was like closer to like plug and play. Everything's clean, everything's simple. It was easy, it was straightforward. I was asking, like 1,000 different questions, but was able to get things running, and asking those thousands of questions in relatively short time. Let me move it back that way. In relatively short time, right out of the box. So this is, I'm excited. We're gonna see if this benchy goes. So I tried this other one. I want to see this work though. I'm gonna keep working with Bambu until one of their default, until their the organizer works, or we got to figure out what the heck the problem is. But that's the thing. This is kind of exciting. I admit, this is really, I'm on the bleeding edge of something. We're talking about a brand new product that, is on the road to, well, it's already dominated the conversation. That's one of the reasons I'm like, yeah, I'd be interested in trying this if I had a chance. Building the Ender was like putting IKEA furniture together. Well, for you, Sith Lord Brit talked you out of it. Well, that's the thing. If this was a pie in the sky thing where the hardware had not been built, this is production. What you see here, what's working right now is production equipment. And then the software needs to be updated. The service needs to be updated. They've got some refining to do. But this is what's kind of exciting. I mean, in many ways, I feel like I have a chance to provide feedback to make this product, better for everybody. Now, I'm still using my Prusa, right? I cannot replace what I've got here on the desk with, oops, sorry, wrong camera toggle. I can't replace what I've got on the desk. OBS, oh, what happened? Why did it die? Did someone send me a message or something? The feed just went out, so I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go down and check on it. Because I'm using the phone for OBS Ninja. That's why it disappeared on me. Oh, that's sad. Sad panda. Well, everything's just not working in my favor tonight. Wait a minute. Oh, crap. It got moved. Never mind, it's working. I'm an idiot. This is why you should never trust me. Either way, this is what's exciting. Like, there we go. You can hear it now. It's benching. It's going to do this benchy. Yeah, but look at it. Yeah, I kind of wonder.
Oh, that does happen every once in a while. That can't be good.
I kind of wonder. I'm looking at the filament, and you can see it kind of curling up over on the side too. And I was clean. I definitely cleaned everything. I wonder if there's an issue with the filament. Now that I'm looking at it, I may try loading a different filament, because this is their filament. It could very well be the filament, and I'm just using the default profile that I know of. Just clicking defaults. Oh, turn off the hype light. Thank you, Pezlis. Just excited to hear about what Anchor and Bambu. Thank you, mods, for putting up with me, especially today, this crazy night, as I'm beta testing this printer, and seeing if I can get a successful print off. The next time, let me go look. I'm gonna go look in person, because I can't see if it's going down smooth. Okay, you can hear me down there, so give me a moment.
Okay. Oh yeah, that didn't stick. Yeah, I think it's the filament. I think the filament doesn't seem. Yeah, that's the right temperature, 219C. Bed's fine. All that's normal for PLA. Huh. But it's not looking. I'm gonna try swapping the filaments. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the print because if the infill's not going, I'm gonna try a different filament here. Now, I have not changed the filament yet. I've not done this yet. So AMS, I'm just guessing here, support unload. So let's get this here. Let's unload this. So it's gonna unload this, I assume. It says heat nozzle to the target temperature, cut filament, pull back current filament. So it does all that automatically. Okay, this time I'm just gonna go with PLA basic. There we go. Does it automatically up here? Sorry, you can't really see it. There we go. It's unloading it, spinning it off. It's doing this all. I mean, it's just this is normal. And then, assume you just pull it out. Let me set this down again. There we go. Gonna guess that's the filament. Gonna try to load. I'm just gonna go with PLA basic now. I'm using their filament too, by the way. So let's get this going here. It's also very white. Different kind of white. Okay, give me a second. You want to see how easy it is to look? You're going to love this. You're going to freak out. You're going to freak out. Let me show you how easy it is to load. Watch this. Let me make sure you can get the right view there. So. That's it. It loaded. That's it. That's all I had to do. I just put it in there. That's it. It's loading. That's it. That simple. That easy. All right, now let's clean this off again. Let's see if we can get a successful. Let's see if we can get a successful print going. Like I said, it's probably PEBCAC. Hang on just a second. Yeah, it's loaded. Boom. Just like that. There's all the default files. And you know what? Just for speed's sake, I'm going to go and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to do another benchy here. Because make sure it's aligned. There we go. And the glue stick down. I'm using the Magic Goo. Don't worry, I'll reset this here. And then what I'm going to do as I'm going to bring this a little closer when I go back upstairs. And it's okay, by the way, I'm not printing with ABS, so I'm not going to, I don't need to worry about closing that. Let's get some, oops, you take the lid off first. There we go. Benchy, PLA. And now what you're going to see is it's going to go through the calibration process, okay? So I'm trying to show you everything that you might need to see in this. Ooh. There we go.
Here we go. Trying this again. I assume you could hear me, right?
Moriammer just resubscribed for
More
5
and more.
months.
Thank you so much. John Parkman, thank you for thanking Ryu. More and more. I appreciate that. Could you hear me down there? I was trying to speak up. You heard? Awesome. Because I was trying to speak loudly to say, here's what I'm doing. This is what's going on. Here's what's going on. So, like I said, it could be PebCac. Hi. We're going to do a benchy. If the benchy works, then I'm going to go and try the organizer again. Because like I said, it could have been PebCac. Maybe I did that. Maybe I probably did something wrong. Don't blame it. It's not. I got to explain something to you. You don't understand how stupid I am when it comes to this stuff. But this is good, and here's why. Because I give them feedback. I'm like, oh, here's what I did. Here's what happened. This is what I didn't know, and the average person might need to know. Now, if you're an expert, you probably wouldn't have had the same mistake. You wouldn't have made the same mistake. But me, I'm a rookie. That's my... So I'm going to give them... Try to make it dummy-proof. I would like to help make this dummy-proof because the setup was exceedingly simple. Exceedingly simple. PebCac is a foreign liquor, Buana. It's very foreign. Just showed up, so I don't know what's been done, but don't you have to some manual setup first for the auto step? No, honestly, slim pickings, not at all. I mean, it's literally you press the button, and that's it. Like honestly, the system works well as is, right? Could have been something with adhesion. Could have been something with the temperature. Could have been, maybe there was a draft that was coming in. I don't know, because I got air conditioning on, right? So there are many variables at play. Many variables. But we'll see if we get a good benchy here. Or let me put it this way. I don't want to give up. You need to get companies to send you printers. Well, Papa Bear, I have to thank MakerDeck. I think MakerDeck helped make me help make the connection. Nerdy J was printing on it, and it was like, whoa. So I will say this: Bambu Lab likes MakerDeck. I know this. They've so much as said it. So you never know. You never know. Just never know. So they're kind of into the whole, the community thing. It's a good thing. And honestly, the way that they've seeded this hardware to folks who are far more expertise than I am, to the point I couldn't even say that sentence properly. Expertise than me. By the way, it's everyone marvels at the speed, and they should. This is it takes a while to do the calibration, but that's what makes it possible to move so fast and be so precise. Same, would love to do better getting printers. Hey, I'm glad you got one. Well, 3D Musketeers, you put yourself out into the community, and you never know what's going to happen. This is what, and so I'm glad that I was able to make that connection. I'm glad that I have a chance to test it. I'm glad I get to be the resident dummy everyone else who's tested one, they probably know exactly what they're doing, right? And I'm just like, okay, I think I need to press this. Do I do? But it was really simple. The setup, that's all I've had, right? That the setup that I went through was very, very, very fun. Oh yeah, sky's the limit. It was simple setup. Sky's the limit. This is it shocked me. Thank you, West31, for hanging. It shocked me how light this was. Like, very, extremely light. Like, you'd think, oh God, this is a beast of a machine. No. Very light. And the way it was packed, I have to say, as someone who's unboxed a lot of different products, this was done very well. These people love Tetris. You can tell. Because they Tetris the hell out of this thing. I'm like, this is this. You basically set it down, use like an Allen wrench, unscrew like, I think it was like 8 different screws, connect a couple cables, and that's pretty much it. You get your account, you get all that worked out and all that connected, and that was pretty much it. It was a very simple setup. And of course, I'm used to 3D printing with the Prusa, so knowing, okay, clean the bed, got to get a glue stick down because this kind of sheet, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Trying to keep it out of a draft. Like I said, maybe I should shut the glass. Maybe there could be something else that's happening that I haven't considered. Immediately very jelly. Well, Thinky Head, don't be jelly. What do I need to print next? And a lightsaber is going to be one of them. First thing any new product needs is a panel of experts. Well, I will definitely be the non-expert on that panel. Try door open for PLA. Well, so I'm doing PLA. This is just a basic PLA. We're going to see what happens. Because now what it's doing on these first lines is it's measuring. It's saying, it's trying to see, everything's automated. There's no first layer calibration. It manages the first layer calibration. Like the things that are relatively simple on the Prusa Mini, the Bambu does faster. Like it just does it. And I love that. I love that. As someone, I'm just telling you, in trying this is closer. I think it's using LiDAR as it's measuring. Now I can't speak directly to the technical aspects of what it's doing. But in watching a few videos, I do believe that's what's happening now. If you're interested, maybe we can get them on to have a live chat with them as it's printing something to answer questions. Yeah, see, that went really smooth. Okay, I think we're good. I think the adhesion now, everything's looking clean so far. We're going to see how this Benchy's turning out. A multi-filament Darth Vader. Oh, I could, yeah. With all the new fancy things this one machine does well, I have my work cut out for me. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, this is going to have other people sitting up and like needing to kind of up their game, because the name of the game with 3D printing, right, is to get viable output. Now, you might be a tinkerer. I'm not the tinkerer. You just want to press a button and go. Let me put it this way. My feeling is, if my first printer was a Bambu X1 Carbon, I don't know if I don't know what I would do, because I've been extremely happy with the Prusa. Still strongly recommend it. I'm absolutely going to be driving with this thing. I love my Prusa Mini. I love the Prusa Mini. Would absolutely recommend it to anybody getting started in 3D printing. But that's the thing, is that this is one class of machine at one price point, and the Bambu is a different class of machine at a different price point. You could be the same person and still use it, right? That's still going to be viable for you, but different. So the way that in the conversations I've had with people recently, because this is like a $1,000+ machine. What you're seeing here, what you're seeing printing right now, this 17-minute Benchy, set your timer because it's going down. The other one would have been 5 hours anyway, so I think it's just as well it didn't work. I'm glad it didn't work because I wouldn't be able to finish something and be able to show you. But a 17-minute Benchy is great. But when I tell people, because they say, oh, I want to get into 3D printing, but I'm not sure about the price. $1,000 for people for their entry point is a little much. $400 is palatable. Of course, $100 is even more palatable, but I have no reservations in recommending a Prusa Mini as a first printer for anybody at all. At all. You're not going to see me stop using it. It's still going to be here on my desk. The Bambu, I think, would be a little too big for my space here. But where it is now, it's in the Lego room, by the way. You know where all the Lego stuff is? It's there. I'm not going to be printing Lego bricks or anything. But it's definitely accessible. No, the Bambu is insanely fast. So Amish Gnome, hope you set your timer 17 minutes or so, and this benchy should be finished. Because I just pressed the default button. I'm just pressing defaults. That's my problem. Oh yeah, that's what I want. This is what I'm doing. Yeah, this is what I need. So again, I'm willing to say Pebcac, because the machine works. Look, it's working, and I think it's working fine now. Maybe I screwed something up with the filament, because everything else has been in lockstep. Yeah, it's working. Look at that thing fly. That's not a time lapse, people. That is real time. 39 printers and counting. Wow, 13 are Prusas. Oh, I know why. You're gonna need to start Vader print speedruns, 12-minute Vader. Oh, 3D printing. We need to. As soon as I figure out how to use the slicing software, and I'm not there yet. This is a part of what I was needing to set up. Because I want it because you connect it to the network, and I'm like, I'm not sure about connecting printers that I don't connect any devices I don't know very well or are brand new to my network. Because you know me, I believe in a dumb home. I have a dumb home. I do believe, I'm not sure if it includes calibration time. I'd have to look at the, it says on the readout, and unfortunately, the service was down, so my remote device, it didn't say, yeah, this benchy's coming across clean. The print is a time-lapse. Kind of thinky head. 11 are resin. One is CJP. Oh, nice. I'm a CP. Does that count? So I have no problems whatsoever in recommending different manufacturers and for different reasons at different price points. You cannot compare. It's not fair. It's not fair to any one of you. You can't compare a $200 printer to a $400 printer to a $1,000 printer. You just can't. The printer I've got there, the X1 Carbon, the Bambu Lab, oh Black Betty, Bambu Lab, oh Black Betty, Bambu Labs, oh Black Betty, Bambu Lab. Come on. It's begging. It's begging to be called the Whiplash. It's a different machine. So I'm going to be able to do like multicolor prints with that. I can't do a multicolor print, at least with my current setup, with the Prusa Mini. And if I did, it would be adding cost. It'd be adding structure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So again, it is all relative. All relative. Bambu pushing 3 million on their Kickstarter already kind of nuts. It kind of is, but this has generated a lot of attention. That's how it hit my radar. And I'll be honest, if I didn't think I would use it, I would have probably passed on the opportunity. I'll say that. I'll be direct. But because what other people were saying, that it was point, click, simple, had the features that I might be looking for in a second printer with the opportunity, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And so now I'm no longer in the single printer club. The benchy's coming out great. Look at that. Hang on. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to move the phone in so you can see it a little closer. Keep chat. I will miss chat, by the way. Really cool that they sent one. You're probably the least technical one who has it right now, so you can use it anyway. A zombie hedgehog. That's what I'm saying. If I can use it, anybody can. That's what I'm saying. Supporting the Carbon gives a leg up to the next generation of Elons. Kind of, because they're a startup. This is production equipment. The hardware is production. The software they're continuing to refine. And I'll be giving them, I gave them, even in the setup, I'm like, hey, if you did this, if you set it this way, if you did it this way, it'd be more intuitive. The setup, you won't even need to read an instruction manual. You could watch a YouTube video in a minute later and you'd be set up. Seriously, it was that simple. It was stupid simple. Can we full screen the printer? Yeah, give me a second. Bloop, bloop. Which way do I do it? Let's wait till that drop finishes. Let me see. Give me a second. Because I have different views set up, so if I do this, but give me a moment. Oh, that did not. There we go. So pardon, this is going to look like garbage for a second, but I'm editing the scene. Oh, that didn't. Wait, what? It's weird how it didn't. Alright, well, that's fine. There's the benchy. It is clean. It is smooth. In fact, I can probably, like, crop in and zoom in again. Give me a second. And thank you, everyone, for bearing with. There you go. Look at that. Oh, my God. Now, it's a benchy. I'm not team benchy. But I think whatever I did must have addressed the problem. Because that is going down clean and fast and smooth. You're seeing it happen in real time, people. I can finally print helmets! Ah! I can print my own helmets! Ah! Now I've got to figure out how to get them sliced up. Okay, I have to work on that. Buana, I think, has nailed that process. Fast, clean. Wow, very fast. Whipping around. Whip my print back and forth. Whip my print back and forth. Is 250 big enough? I think so. It's bigger than what I've got on the Mini. At least I can print parts faster. You sense a Darth Vader mask? I don't know if I do that. 256 is not big enough? Dang it. Okay, I can print helmets for my kid. Yay! See, I know nothing about measurements. Don't trust me when it comes to math, ever. By the way, never trust me when it comes to numbers. Ever. Ever. I'm serious. When I say that, hey, I'm the noob here, this is not me, being humble. I'm telling you right now, I'm an idiot when it comes to numbers. So it's my hope to be able to use this and provide feedback that brings Bambu Labs on the path to making this device the type of device that gets people who want and have that budget set started with 3D printing that would otherwise be very overwhelming to them. Is that a special UV light? Nope, it's a light for the camera that's built in to the actual printer itself. It's just that the camera in the printer itself is not currently working because of how I guess there was something tied into the service, and he was also having the issue on his end, the person that I was speaking with. Print a helmet as big as possible. I will fly up and make it fit. Now that you've broken the 2 printer barrier, printer 3 won't be far behind. No, I had to make room for this. I had to make room. So I'm like, all right, this was worth making room for. Not just a benchy. But I'm like, all right, I would like to see about doing some prints that otherwise I wouldn't do because of either the time or being able to do multiple color prints. Sky's the Limit asks, Chris, do you think it's worth a 1300? So here's the thing. Sky's the Limit, I can't tell you what to do. The thing I will tell you this. There have been many tech projects I have backed on Kickstarter and have been burned. But, this is a big but, and trust me, I got a big butt. It's a huge butt. Gigantic Italian ass. But the thing to keep in mind with all that, as I flip back to the quad view, is that those products themselves weren't done. Those Kickstarter projects that oh yeah, that tech sounds like a great idea. That sounds awesome. But then it never gets made. That's been the problem with tech on Kickstarter. That concern has been allayed. This is production equipment. I mean, seriously, this could give... okay, so you know how Teslas sometimes have quality control issues, like with the lines being lined up that's a known thing. This is... The hardware itself is so polished. By comparison, this is the type of equipment that just looks good sitting there, right? It doesn't look like a 3D printer to me. I mean, I know they're printers with enclosures that you can make look, but what I'm saying is, like, this is a production machine. And I asked this question. This is production. This is what they're rolling out. This is like the 7th iteration of what they've done. So I'm kind of like, I quickly became a Bambu fan based upon how fast and easy it was to set up, right? To not have to worry about calibration, to just press a button and go. I got to work my way through the slicer. I mean, you saw Jim the other day. He had spaghetti, but this has got built-in spaghetti monitoring. So it'll stop the print automatically. It'll say, no, this is a problem. So there's going to be a problem. It'll stop it for you. So all that built in, that's convenience. And I do believe you will pay for that convenience. And I'm the type of person that for something like that, I would pay for the convenience. Yeah, but you don't need to spend another $100. You can just do this, that. Yeah, but I would rather pay $100 extra. I'm just throwing out numbers. I'd rather pay more to get a better experience. That's me. And if I were to leap into something and had to balance, like, okay, do I want to spend $100 on something, which is great if that's your budget, or you love to tinker, or you love doing this, or you love doing that. That's great. It's perfect. I'm not necessarily that guy. I'm not the hardware guy. Remember, it's taken a year and a half before I welcomed another 3D printer into my home. Cautiously. Still cautious. But this is production. This is what you're watching it work, dude. You saw me just like figuring, okay, like I can do this. Let me load the filament. You saw how dude, unload the filament. That's easy. Anyone can do that. But loading the filament, you press a button, that's it. It does it for you automatically. The calibration, done. You can send the files over the network through your connected account, and then just press the button and go. Like, that's it. I pressed the button and it's going. The benchy is benching right now. This would you call this a benchmark? Is it the benchy mark? The bench instead of a bench? Oh my God, the benchy is almost done. It is insanely fast, Pink. Should it be about 17 minutes? Although I'm not sure if it's 17 minutes from the time that it starts printing or calibration time included. The time that is shown on the screen, which is currently off, so there's no point in showing that. I'm not sure. I'm not looking at the screen right now. I guess it's using some loud stepper drivers. The cost for high torque, yes. But it works. Do you think it's worth to get the AMS system? Sky, here's my opinion. Yes. And the reason why is because I didn't have one before, and it's very clean. It's clean and it's simple and it just works. Literally, you press you press a couple buttons, right? You connect a couple of cables. That's it, and it works. So I'll be trying different filaments. Of course, the Polymaker, the Polyterra, absolutely. That's currently what I'm using on my Prusa. And then printed solid. All the filaments that I have, trying them all. They're relatively going to be the same type of temperature. You're going to build an enraged carrot feeder. What's that? An enraged carrot feeder. If Chris Perillo can do it, so can you. My credit card hates you. Hey, Liz, get a screenshot of that. Because I'm gonna come back to your question though. Sky's the limit. You're asking what you should do. Dang, I left for 5 seconds. The benchy's almost done. Well, we'll see how smooth it turns out. There's some. I don't have any protopasta. I have no protopasta yet. Hey, American Chris Hansen, good to see you. We're almost done with the benchy. I can't tell you what to do. All I can tell you is the experience that I've had gives me the hope, and not just the hope, the belief. Because I've been able to talk to the actual team, and I can tell you, in dealing with certain issues with other company, I'm not talking 3D print, just any company, a product that you buy, you're like, why didn't it do this? Why does the software not do that? You don't have a connection with someone who might be able to help make that happen. I have a strong belief that if I run into something like, if it worked this way, maybe it would be a little easier. Maybe I would know what I needed to do, like in figuring out a screw up, right? They could fix it to make it better for everybody, if that makes sense. So, It's you could add. I don't how far does it go? I don't know. Oh, the reset has happened. The Maker Deck reset's happened. Twitch is about to do the reset for Maker Deck. We'll see when it times out on my screen, because usually it stops. Oh, hang on. Wow, give me a second. That didn't even... That was frozen anyway. Okay, now it's... The Benchy's going to finish before Twitch starts to reset itself. Oh! That was easy. That was automatic. My Twitch went automatic that time. Sometimes it doesn't do that. Check your Maker Decks, people. Check your Maker Decks. Check your Maker Decks. Check them. Go check your Maker Decks. Is your Maker Deck going? And thank you. Thank you for helping. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Because that will help us on the way to partner. So Sky's the Limit is asking, what if Sky is still with me? You've got to balance that in your belief with what you want to do. And I think with Kickstarter, I don't know what the period is, but people have been using it. Experts have been using it. And they've used it better than I have. I've used it. I've now printed this Benchy successfully. Troubleshot it so easily, dude. This is what blows me away. Sky's the limit. This is what blows me away. It was so simple to swap the filament, change the filament, press a button, and go. Like, seriously, it was nothing. It took nothing. You watched it happen. Pressed a button. Done. And now, like, 20 minutes or so later, we got a Benchy. Then I'm gonna pick up and I'm gonna bring upstairs too. As soon as it's done, it looks like it's almost done. And then you can keep asking questions, but I can't answer that question whether or not you would want this, because I don't know you as well. You just want to make cool stuff, and the whole turn it off if the print fails is huge for printing while I'm work. That's what I'm saying, dude. The built-in spaghetti monitoring, plus the built-in camera, plus the built-in remote scenario, plus if you want, adding the AMS, the system to allow you to do multiple filament colors. Like, it's a bonus, and it's easy. That was it. Dude, the Benchy's done. Be right back. Okay, we got a Benchy. Okay, let me pull it out here. It's a magnetic, so slide it out. There we go. I'm going to, I feel like I want to get that other print started. I want to do that, go back to the first one. It'll be a 5-hour print. But I want to get that started, a practical organizer for Diana now that I've got the Benchy going. And I'll pull up, I'll bring it upstairs here in a second. And then you can judge for yourself in 17 minutes or so what the output was. And the beautiful thing is everything is back in the back. Like, I'm not worried about hurting myself at all in doing this. So it's very easy, very simple, very straightforward. I got some vacuuming to do in here for sure. Okay, I think that should be enough of an area for the glue stick. And I'm just using Magic Glue. And it comes, by the way, it comes with a glue stick. Not that that's a huge deal. Those are like what, $1, 50 cents, whatever it is. And they tell you to use a glue stick, especially the first time, for the plate. Clean this up just in case. All right, there's that.
Slap it down, making sure it's clean lines. Now, what we're gonna do is go back to the files. They have also, no. Complete, yeah. 17 minutes. And that 17 minutes, I believe, included the 17 minutes, or included the minutes for the calibration. I think calibration was included in that. All right, gonna go with the honeycomb organizer. Craft top. This will take about 5 hours, so this will not finish in time for the stream. There we go. We're just gonna leave it down because you don't need to see the screen. See if I can bring it down a little further. There we go. All right, coming back upstairs with the benchy.
All right. I am back. Now, I'm going to do this. All right, sky's the limit. Here's the benchy. This is at a 0.2 millimeter layer height. Very smooth. Very smooth. 0.2. This is just their default PLA. Decent bridging. Good bridging. On the front and the sides. You can see the holes, starboard and port up front. Very clean. This is a clean benchy. There is some filament on the top. We got a little. There's a little, admittedly, extra bit of filament there on the top. So I don't know what happened there. Bottom is just fine. As I dropped the benchy. Very smooth. Good adhesion. Look how smooth that is. Slow it down a little, it'd be perfect. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you could obviously speed things up or slow it down. But like this is really the first official benchy that I've printed, and all I'm gonna do is basically, or I'm gonna put it across the street. Sometimes I leave the toys out for kids, but just look. Like as far as I'm concerned, that is a good benchy. Well, that was a good benchy. So we're trying here's the second print. So the benchy, I told you, see, it's dummy proof. Sky's the limit. It's dummy proof. The big thing I'm worried about is paying and not getting a printer. Sky's the limit. They used to work at DJI. They know what they're doing with hardware. They're trying to build a 3D printer that works for the rest of us. That, including all the features that people like me need. Hey, Jerry. Now it's a broke, but no, the benchy's still fine. It's still intact. I mean, it is smooth. Man, this is the type of smooth that I get with certain filaments on my Prusa, on the Mini. Overhangs got a little screwy. It may, it could certainly, need or benefit from some dialing in. But for 17 minutes, something beginning to end, does it float? I don't know, Airwolf. But seeing as people already have them, that's the thing. Sky's the limit. They know how to do this. They know how to make the hardware. They have made hardware that this is production hardware. They know what they've got. And as more people get it, and as more people use it, this will improve. The entire system will improve. Use a credit card with good buyer protection for peace of mind. That's another option. Sky's the limit. I don't know what would trip your trigger. I will say there's, I think, a reason why a lot of people have been very interested in what those who are far, more accustomed to working with 3D printers have been doing if they get their hands on it. Thank you for slapping the boop. Capturing moments ago. It's been scientifically documented that benchies do not float. Oh, okay, fair enough. Make a print of a rubber ducky. I'm just pressing the buttons that are on there. I'm like, oh, this here. So I'm just going with a default. And I have a feeling now that this benchy works, with that, after, the filament, maybe it was a draft. I don't know. Multicolor kit for the carbon looks really amazing. That's what I'm saying, Thinky Head. I haven't even gotten into the multicolor stuff. Because I haven't even figured out the slicer.
Hello there.
But remember, indeed, Kickstarter is not a shop. Hey there! Thank you so much for that sticker, Cratone. I hope you are doing well. Hope everyone's got their Maker Deck reloaded. Did you get it reloaded? Did you all get it reloaded? As the Bambu keeps going, continues to move, continues to go. Is your Maker Deck up? I'm gonna ask here. I'm gonna put a Bambu benchy on a Prusa. Is it gonna blow up? Is everything gonna? I need another beer because I am hot. I need another beer. So let me flip over to. We haven't even browsed everybody's makes today. We will get there. Let me move it to the side ever so slightly. Come on. There we go. There you go. Now you got a beautiful view. That's a beautiful view. How you liking this? Oh, the edge of tech. I think I screwed something up before, and I'm going to try it again. I think there was something either with the filament or something I must have done, because I just finished the 17-minute benchy. Everyone saw it. Everyone watched me do it. Everyone here saw me do this, that, and the other thing with, pressing, 2 buttons. This is so stupid simple. And by the way, that's an accolade. If I can figure it out, anybody can. That's an accolade. Can someone clip Chris Perillo claiming how hot he is? Oh, I'm hot. I am baking. All right, Maker Deck's going. The resets happened. Please tune in. Please watch Maker Deck. We're marching on the way to... It would mean a lot. Even oh, Chris, I don't know. I can't print anything. You don't have to print something on Maker Deck to watch it. But Chris, I only have one screen. Really? You're going to tell me someone who's tuned in to talk about 3D printing and geeking out only has one screen? Really? Polymaker says the 3D printer with the fish tank on Major Deck is... Yeah. No, Polymaker, yes. Nick, yes. Totally agree. By the way, I am still printing with Polyterra PLA. You'd also be happy to know, Polymaker, Nick, there are some default profiles in the Bambu slicer. I'm using the Bambu X1 carbon downstairs right now. I got to go get a beer refill here. But I've been printing with this. It's about to start the next print. I'm doing a practical print. It's doing the calibration for it first. But it's about to begin. That I know of. It's about to begin. Or not. We will find out. Maker Deck's pretty consistently. Yeah, no, Cratone, it's been good. It's been solid. There we go. All right, we're doing it's doing the calibrations automatically. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Either way, there are default profiles for Polymaker in there. I'm like, whoa, hey, I know Polymaker. You have a new printer? Finally, going down the rabbit hole. Yes, they sent me a review unit. This is the one that launched on Kickstarter today. And the aim for it is to make it stupid simple for anybody to start 3D printing. Me, stupid, simple. All right, Deep Sleep Studios, give me a minute. I'm going to get a beer refill. Okay, I'll do the... I haven't even gotten to everybody's makes today. A hanker for a hunka, a slabber, stick a chunka, a hanker for a hunka cheese. Time for timer. All right, BRB. Keep an eye on the Maker Decks. Keep an eye on, well, here, I'll flip you back to the quad view. You know Maker Deck. You've got it pulled up anyway. So you keep an eye on the Bambu. Keep an eye on the Prusa. Keep an eye on the Maker Deck. And my chair. BRB with a BEER. All right. How's it looking? It's looking good. Corbin Dallas Multipass. Hey, Biznot. John Parkman. That Bambu is about to print Lulu. It is a very multipass, because that's what it does. It's multipassing right now. So I am curious. Thank you, Bryce. We're about to browse everybody's makes today. If you don't have your makes in, get them in. Please do that. Sky's the limit. You got to let me know. What other questions do you have that I might be able to answer about the X1 Carbon? What other questions do you have? Any other questions? And the Edge of Tech could also probably answer more questions than I can because he's had far more experience. What did you think you messed up? I don't know. I just changed the filament. The only filament I've ever worked with is PLA. And I pressed buttons. I did Vader Time. I already did the Vader Time, Liz. Now you want to watch the Fifth Element? That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. All right, so I got to go sit in the corner. Okay, fine. I get a break. Thank God. It's like it's an hour and a half later. I've been going nonstop. So's my printers. The Edge of Tech is there to answer questions too. No problem, Pez Liz. Thank you. So I'm curious. Sky's the Limit is on the fence right now. Someone said that his credit card hates me. So that tells me everything I need to know. But my next question is, a little curling happening. Oh, right now it's calibrating. I think this is some quote unquote normal. It could just be excess filament from the previous print too. This is calibration. Yeah, I think it's just a blob for calibration. Okay, I'm going to go to the corner, but I want to know what Sky's the Limit's saying. And trust me, I'll be printing with both of these printers indefinitely. Because, oh, Black Betty, Bambu Labs, oh, Black Betty, Bambu Labs, oh, Black Betty, Bambu Labs. Come on. It was begging for it. Okay, fine. I can't go sit in the corner because Subsector just raided.
Subsector 3D rated my stream.
Oh my God.
Viewers.
Subsector, you came along. Hey, Subsector, check it out. I got a Bambu X1 carbon printer right here in this house. I am printing with a X1 carbon printer at this very moment. At this moment, you rated on a perfect night, Subsector. Also, I hope you're having a good Star Trek-y day. That's why you're here. Bring out the puppet. Well, I don't want to. Everyone I think who's rating, hi. I think we know each other. I think we've met. I'm Chris Perillo. I do that. I also happen to be one of the admins spearheading the MakerDeck project. If you are not currently watching MakerDeck on a second screen, please do. It'd be great. If you love 3D printing, tons of 3D printing. Like, look, I only have 2 3D printers, but now with MakerDeck, it's really, I have 8 additional printers right now. There's space for a couple other people. Oops. Knocked my bench. This is a 17-minute benchy, by the way. I did a 17-minute benchy, and currently I'm going to print something a little more practical on the Bambu. Either way, MakerDeck is there. It is running. It is loaded. It is ready for you to watch. Okay? Please do. Please. Excuse me. I get gassy when I talk about MakerDeck. Chris, that boat is not the... No, I don't disagree with that, Airwolf. Yes, full-scale Polymaker Scientist with one of their new colors released today. What? Do I not have this color? Where's Nick? This cannot stand. Look at that. Look how fast and smooth that is. Oh my God. Wow. Look how smooth that is. Okay, I gotta go sit in the... Oh, hang on. I gotta... Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why? Oh. So you said it calibrates itself? Yeah, you saw it. I didn't do anything. I press a button. That's it. It does the rest. Boop. Done. You know how much time that's going to save? You know how much frustrations that's going to save? Do you know how much filament that could save? All of that. All of it. So it's about time. It's about efficiency. It's about simplicity. Like, no human interaction for leveling the Z-axis at all. No, sky's the limit. You saw me do it. I changed the filament. I haven't... If I had to calibrate, I don't do anything. It literally does it every single print. Like, okay, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out the first layer. Is the first layer working well? Where is it working? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Done. Press a button and go. Oh, Streamlabs tip link? I'm pretty sure it's this. Bang tip. Yeah, bang tip should get you there. Polymaker has new color. Apparently, Amish Gnome, I just learned this, but where's Nick? Where'd he go? Gotta ask Chris, you saw it printing on MakerDeck, but is it the same as seeing the 17-inch bench? See, I'm not a benchy guy. I gotta go sit in the corner because I was sent to the corner, but I want to make sure everyone's got MakerDeck loaded because we just had the reset, people. If you do not have MakerDeck loaded, please tune in. Thank you. I gotta go sit in the corner. I can't answer your question until someone cheers or gifts a sub or something. But meanwhile, watch everything else. Thank you. Thank you for whatever happened. So now you pulled me out of the corner. I appreciate that. Cratone. And 3D Printy.
Cratone
Thank you.
X 100.
Scotty!
Fredham.
Thank you so much. Very appreciated. Subsector.
Printy cheered X
So
100.
what other questions can I answer? I think we've got sky's the limit on. I think he's ready. I think he's asking good questions here. As far as the simplicity is concerned. You saw me just press a button. You've literally seen everything. I pressed a button and that was it. Aziz Green, thank you. Thank you everybody for participating in the hype train. Okay. Got the combo pack. Yes! You did it. I backed it. Awesome! Awesome. Well, that's at least 2 backings that I feel we can attribute to this stream. At least 2. Yes? No? Yes? Something like that? There's nothing you need at all to calibrate. That's what I was saying, Nerdy J. And he, by the way, the Edge of Tech also backed it. Can I borrow your credit card? I'm sorry, Amish. No, I can't do that. I wish I could. My wife would, I even said, hey, I'm thinking about getting this as a review unit. What do you think? Where could it go? She said the basement. I'm glad I didn't put it in the basement. I'm glad I put it exactly where it is. Because otherwise getting to it would just not be as easy. Thank you, Chris, for easing my nerves. No, hey, no problem, man. That's what I do. I'm serious. Like, I do believe that if I can use it, and it is that simple and straightforward, then anybody can, and it can only get better. To be honest, if I had the money, probably would. Hey, Bryce, I feel you, but that's, again, these 3D printing is great for people at multiple levels. Different interests, different needs, different budgets. Major Gamer Geek got mine pre-ordered. Hopefully it comes. I believe they've answered that question.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Now there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Now there he go. There he go. There he go. There he go. Peanut butter jelly.
Kickstarter.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Do the peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Now break it down and freeze. Now take it down to your knees. Now lean back and freeze. Now go back up and freeze.
Subsector, there's the link. Thank you, Liz, for giving it. Yeah, I turned off the banana because people were using it during non-peanut butter jelly. It didn't make any sense anymore. But I'll happily dance to that. Wow, imagine that machine with a volcano. I don't even know what a volcano extruder is. Sky's the limit. Yes, it does have its own slicer. And it is based on Slicer, SLIC3R. So it's open source. They will be releasing it back to the community, I believe, within the year. what I caught. Amish Gnome says one of these days I'll get a printer like this. Till then, my printers work for me. Amish Gnome, see, that's the thing. It's like one of those. It's just another option. And here's I believe that what Bambu Lab is doing is going to force other manufacturers to up their game. So you have a chance to benefit, even without necessarily supporting or getting one. You have an indirect chance of benefiting because it causes. I mean, I really believe this. I had this conversation earlier too. Like, this is, from what I can tell, and I've looked, I'm like, yeah, I'd get a second printer, but it just doesn't. Do I really want to deal with this again? Do I really? I don't know. So Subsector, I'm not a fan of Kickstarters either. This is production. This is a production machine. They've got it. They're just ramping it. It's a startup. They're not saying, oh, we're going to do a 3D printer and it's going to be amazeballs. But is it? Have you done it? Is this... some of them come out of DJI, having built drones before. Consumer electronic products with a shipping production quality machine. Like, this is not pie in the sky stuff. So, ultimately, everyone's got to make their own decisions. They have to. You have to. Yes, I still work for Intel. I do. And I've disclosed that. Crotone. Happy to, as a matter of fact. Can't tell you what I'm doing right now, though. It does out of the box. It's crazy easy. You just choose the colors for the parts and you're done. Oh, the slicer. See, I have not even done the multicolor stuff yet. I cannot wait. I got to figure. I'm going to do a multicolor. It'll be easy to do the multicolor BB-8s now. I may do more multicolor parts, multicolor prints. You have to make sure you have the filament loaded in the AMS. Oh, yeah, for sure. Chris, I'd like you to give this printer a name now. I'm kind of going with Black Betty. If only like a Bambu Labs, the old Black Betty. Bambu Labs said, old Black Betty. Bambu Lab. Come on. They better release the source code before a year, breaking GPL 3 already with people's hands outside the company. Zenbender, I can't tell you. That's all I know, and I think Edutech may have more insight on that. Oh my god, it poops filament? It does. There's a lot of poop coming out. With the emotes flying around. Can't tell you what to do, though. Fair enough. Coolest nerd item. Well, no, Critone, it's true. Ram Jam? There's no jam. We don't want to talk about jam. No jams. LMAO, 10 out of 10 for that name. Come on! How else could you not see that? I don't know. Ram Jam? I don't know. I honestly, I didn't even name the Prusa Mini. There's no name for that either. Hope it causes other printer manufacturers to speed up the print. Mark U of you, that's what I was saying. I think it causes... It will cause other manufacturers to have to step up their game. And I know I'm not the only one who believes that. I don't want to speak on behalf of other people, but they can say it. Thank you, Critone, for... Was there a... Oh, there is a hype train. I suck at this. Sorry. 20 seconds left at a level 2 hype train. We got out of the station. Thank you. I was not paying attention to hype. So much hype. I have failed you. Hopefully for not the last time. Oh, here it goes. It's whipping around now. It is whipping. It is what Mark, I know you mentioned the hype train 4 minutes ago. It's been a busy night. Oh, Ram Jam sings Black Betty. Oh, I'm an idiot. I did not know that. I learn something new every day. Meep Meep is a good name. I don't know. I just don't name computers or printers. I have no personal relationship with my technology. I don't care. Buana says I'd call it Bambi. Yeah. Boo. Maybe Boo. I don't know. Look at it. Gee, look at that thing fly. Look at it go. Look at it whip. I can turn this off. Thank you for shooting that blaster, Critone. You're going to head back to the house. No worries, Edutech. Got to drop. Absolutely. It is going. Whip it. Maybe call it Devo? Yeah. It's trying to mess up on purpose now. No, I'm telling you, it is going. Look at that. Look at that. Just here. Let me get you a little closer. Pop over here. It is laying down fine. Yeah, that's much better than it was when I did it before. So we'll see how this goes. Now I have the I have it open, and I have the door open because I had it so that you can see it a little easier. But the filament roll is just spinning around, right round, baby, right round, like a filament, round, round. It's Core XY, nothing new there. Well, there you go. What speed is it printing out? Ludicrous, probably. I don't know. Needs a Star Wars name? We'll see. That's the standard speed. There's a sport and ludicrous faster than that. See, I'm fine with the defaults. What was the first filament? I don't know. It was a white filament they included. This is just a basic PLA here. You wonder if anyone canceled Prusa XL pre-orders to get the Bambu? I don't know. I didn't pre-order Prusa, the XL. I'm thrilled with the Mini. Have been from day one. It's been great. I mean, certainly it's 3D printing. It takes maintenance. But if I had an option, an opportunity to try an XL, yeah, that would have been. I would have been down because I've been very happy with the Prusa Mini. Certainly with being able to recommend it to people that don't know anything about 3D printing to get started at that budget level. And Papa Bear notes, cancel Prusa XL pre-order. I doubt it. See, that's the thing. Prusa is a known quantity. They are a known quantity, and it's a caveat. The XL, the X1 Carbon is new. It's the new kid on the block, and it's going to have its own. It's going to have its own quirks. It's not been around long enough, right? The company is just getting off the ground. So more than anything, it's a chance to say, I know we're going to run into problems. I know it's not going to be perfect out of the box, but I can help shape it. So it's a different value prop. And I know you can do the same thing with Prusa as well, but it's completely different proposition. Completely different. There's a reason people build their print farms with Prusa equipment. There's a reason. Kevin, the only thing I knew is, and maybe the first filament wasn't PLA. I just opened what they sent, and I know they didn't send ABS, and I know it wasn't TPU. Different strengths. I like that more. Companies are releasing more than clones. Yes, 3D printing. Exactly. Hey, Andrew Wombat, busy work day drive by. Hi, Mr. Perillo. Hope you and my mustache. My mustache is doing well. On the Director Chronic scale, it is not quite 100%, but it is getting there. Absolutely. As a reminder, Maker Deck reset, so check your Maker Decks. Thank you, Pink, for tweeting that, by the way. We've got to get to everybody's makes, don't we? Where do I need to go? I need to go here. Where's Pink's tweets? There's her tweet. I want to get it accelerated here. All right, let's look at everybody else's makes now that you know what I'm making right now. Take care, Amish Gnome. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. I really do. That might have been what they consider they support filament. Possibly. Jay Brinker, I have no idea. Like I said, I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot when it comes to this. Everything's looking good, though. As far as I can tell, that looks like exactly what it needs to look like. And Diana gets something new for her office. This is not a Wise Cam. That is the OBS Ninja. All right, I'm going to turn it off. You can see I'm doing some BB-8s here on the Prusa Mini. And we're going to turn that off so we can browse everybody else's makes. We can brag about everything y'all did today or recently or the past day or so. Sorry, Datacron Guide. I'm sorry if I missed the question. It's been a little nutty tonight. The caveat to that is that depending on what they do, you end up with special parts in the ecosystems. Yeah, it's true. I don't know the quirks enough. Oh, the print head looks like a floating Wise Cam. It does, John. You're right. Finally lubed your printer. Man, that was a sticky process. Oh, I believe it. Oh, look at what Lucky Khajiit did. I think I'm going to redo this with bronze number wheels instead of the gold and black and silver. Dude, that's pretty wild. I don't know what it is, but that's pretty cool. Paradox has got a dragon. Articulating skeleton dragon. Should I give this one away? Dude, do it. Paradox is asking. Has anyone replied to Paradox? In Discord, Paradox says he wants to give that away. Should he give it away? Like, should he? You should print a Lego stud? Oh, yeah, that's always a good thing. Nah, it's all right. Was just making conversation. Oh, no worries. If you could print one thing in metal for free, what would you print? Oh, a Darth Vader. I do a Darth Vader figurine. The Flying Drop Bear has the necklace, paint pen, to create contrast, personal logo hidden in the base layer. That's an interesting make. Oh, whoa, yeah. Dude. That looks pretty wild. I haven't printed any dragons. Apart from the small, tiny ones. Just finished making this Be Ready Twitter. Boy, Bryce loves himself those Lego motorcycles for sure. Durable lightsaber for my nephew turned out great. It's perfect size. He loves it too. Has not put it down all morning. Boy, that's smaller than I thought it was, Pink. That is substantially smaller than I thought it was. But cool, though. I mean, there's no problem there. I can now print that. Well, I could print it in one fell swoop. All the different colors. Hey, Warzala. Tonight we've been showing off a new printer that's available on Kickstarter. They sent me a review unit. I've given many of the caveats. That's a nice saber there, Pink. Bets was doing weaving on Maker Deck today. It's not the size that matters, but the power of the saber. Totally, Kraton. Especially with the Kyber crystal. You can see Bets has a little Maker Deck logo in there too, in her view. Hand weaving a wall tapestry. We come to see the tapestries. So you saw some live weaving happening. Two things. One, what Lego stud model do you use? Two, when is the Maker Deck multicolor logo? See, the thing is, I can only do up to 4 colors. I don't have like the more than four color AMS system. I don't think I want more than that. I mean, I don't have the space. But the Lego stud model, I can't. I'll have to grab it for you here. Zombie Hedgehog, remind me again. I want to try to get through everybody's makes. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Pink. Pink, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Rick Schile doing modular walls designed by the same person that did the bridge. Oh, that's kind of cool. Those are kind of cool. I like that. I may have to print those too, Rick Schile. I don't know if he's here, but another Photos Mint sculpt. See, all these busts that would normally take overnight prints, I feel I could do on the Bambu. I can just press a button. I mean, of course, they would need supports and all that stuff. And I think the slicer for the Bambu, or for the X1 carbon, or just the X1 and the Bambu stuff, it supports tree. It has tree supports, which I've wanted to try for the longest time. Good job, Silver Sunbeam. Sky's the limit. Printing a can koozie. Need to fix my support to come out cleaner with the new version of Prusa Slicer. Looks like a can koozie. Yeah. It looks good. Seth. Flying propeller, fidget switch, and articulated fish. That's looking good. Oh, yeah, I like that fish. That's fun. That's a fun little articulated thing. Yeah, even Sky's the limit. I love that little fish. Added links to the files. Thank you for that, Seth. 8 strings of ambient goodness. Says Scotty Lauren. An 8-string guitar? That's incredible. And that's everything that everybody posted on the Discord server today. Was that a can thermal detonator? It kind of looked like that, didn't it, 3D printing? It might have been. We're going to pop over to the Twitters to show what got highlighted today. Let me turn that off. Close that. All right. Let's browse. Browse the tweets. All the tweets here are on the MakerDeck account. So you want to see them, you can go there. You can accelerate. Pink, You know, I really appreciate this. I genuinely do. Thank you. Thank you. Because sometimes, like, when I'm in the midst of things, I can't do all this. So thank you for this. Pink, I really appreciate it. I appreciate when you... Let me just say this right now. When everyone, when anyone and everyone clips, screenshots, takes photos, and then you tweet it, it's it is incredibly appreciated. Incredibly, because I'm in the middle of it. I can't clip. I can't take a screen grab. I'm just like trying to do everything. So when you do things like this and you do the tagging, Pink, and just anybody, it means a lot to me. It really does. So thank you for that. Oh, I love that. Oh, wow. What a perfect screen. Oh, sorry. I went the wrong direction. Perfect screen grab there. Perfect screen grab. Thank you. Earlier, we got a screen grab of Bets doing her weaving. That's something different you don't see all the time here. Free Heathen put out an all call. Is there any 3D printable prop from Star Wars that you have not seen? I got to think about this one. Like any kind of object that we have not yet seen from Star Wars. Not the ones we have seen, but the ones we haven't seen. So he's asking because I think he wants to design. So I guess I have to start a short list. Steven was live over on MakerDeck printing this. Here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. Disney fan. Joel Telling ended up quote tweeting Barnacles because Barnacles is going to raise money for Seattle children. Joel is matching, so I thought that was worth accelerating. Not just what Barnacles is doing with Xander, and Seattle Children's was there for him. But yeah. Oh, Emily, click that over there. That's a big deal. So when Joel jumped in, that was awesome. Short list of short people. That's a very short list. I tweeted the Midnight Smith and Glorious Absence of Skills photos of their cars, like on their own. They made and printed MakerDeck vinyl. Would they be like decals for their cars? Crazy. Oh, Papa Bear wants to say, please do not whisper mods with negative comments. Thing gets busy. You're not being... No, dude, I've said this how many times tonight? It's crazy. It is nutty. We're doing things that I printed a Benchy tonight. This is mayhem. This is bedlam. If I missed a chat message, I'm not exactly... I haven't just been sitting at my desk tonight. Please, just like I've said with MakerDeck, your patience is appreciated. If you can't be patient, I am not the person for you. Seriously, just please be patient. Thank you. It's almost 8 o'clock and I'm just now getting to the Twitter feed of everybody's makes. Cretone, if you could have any of the Star Wars cast sign picture for you, whom would you choose? Whom? Well, I've got plenty of Dave Prowse. I'd probably say Harrison Ford. His is elusive. There's the screenshot from the hype train last night. Pink has a tweet of her lightsaber. That's so small. Smaller than I thought it was going to be, honestly. I thought it was going to be bigger than that. Not that it's a problem, but... Monsoon Josh got his Polymaker giveaway filaments. Tweeted and tagged. Very appreciated. Flying Drop Bear has his print. Look at that. If you're into Pokemon, I am not. It's a toddler-sized lightsaber, so as long as they don't stick it in their mouth. Liz tweeted before she went to bed, she was so happy to see a full deck. That's a beautiful sight. For the people who admin, it's a beautiful sight when it's a full deck. We're not quite full right now. Deep Sleep Studios has 2 logos that he maker-decked. Maker-decked? Okay, I said that. Deep Sleep Studios, I challenged him to mow the yard in a MakerDeck logo last night. Kind of fun to accelerate. Chris, a.k.a. Krusty, lasered a printed solid. Jesse, printed solid logo. That's lasered. Good job with that. I think that was on, you said it was on the laser from Focus. You want Mike Quinn, Ninum? And then this is from me from yesterday. So I think we've now officially caught up on everything. that that needed to be caught up on. Let's take a look at what's going on in the Bambu. No spaghetti, no spaghetti, no spaghetti, and look at that, no spaghetti. 0 spaghetti. Look at that, it is laying down. This is going to be a 5-hour print. Now this same model, let's see, so you can interpolate, right? Or extrapolate. Let me turn down the volume because you don't really need to hear anything right now. You can assume that if it's a 17-minute benchies normally take what, over an hour? So this model is a 5-hour print. I would assume the same model would be over 10 hours on other printers. I would assume that. Oh, Das Mia 3 followed MakerDeck. That's wonderful. Did y'all see that? Das Mia 3? Thank you for following MakerDeck. Wow. I know Das Mia 3 from Twitter. They're in the 3D printing community. I know them. Dude, I know them. I think they're a modeler, are they not? They make models? Astro Caleb says, I really want to buy one. Lol, benchy 2 hour for me. Oh, wow, Astro Caleb, that would speed things up. That's some nice lasagna. Laying down the layers. Indeed, a 3D printy. I'm back. Did I miss the showcase of prints? You did. Sky's the limit. Ah, you just did. You just did. You just missed it. You need to do a race between the Prusa and the Bambu. Oh, you're right, Jay Brinker. As soon as I figure out, but I don't think that's a contest. I don't think that's a contest because I think we know, Jay Brinker, that the Bambu, it's a different machine, different class. It's going to run faster. How much faster? Well, to do a Lego stud, I have to slow down the Prusa to get the right tolerance. I have to slow it way down. I have to slow it way down. Oh, hey, Mr. Rick. Back the X1. The emotions are mixed. Well, hey, Mr. Rick, if there's any questions I can answer, if there's anything that I could do, happy to try it if I can. Heck, what'd you think of my King Koozie? So that was my questions, guys. We loved it. What it looked like someone had said like it's like a thermal detonator can koozie. Yeah, is that correct? It's like a can koozie. Aaron notes no contest. X1 is way faster. That's what I'm saying. It's not really a contest, but what I'm saying is that for the Lego stud, for me to make it work well with various filaments, I have to slow the speed down. And normally at 100%, it takes about an hour on the Prusa Mini. But sometimes with some filaments, I have to slow it down. Otherwise, the tolerance, how do I put it? Like, it's not as, it's rough. It is rougher if it's at 100% with some filaments, as opposed to other filaments at 100%, and it's just fine. It's smooth. So it's down to filament, right? So we could do a speed test, but the X1 is a different system. You're talking about a $1,000 system versus a $400 system. It's just like, well, let's test the flagship, smartphone, the latest iPhone against an iPhone 4. Like, it's just not. I'm throwing out numbers. I'm just saying you can't say flagship design versus like a mid-range design. Each one has a benefit. Neither one is bad. Neither one of them is bad. Neither one. So just understand that, please. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Give me a second. Do a quality check. Prusa versus Bambu. Now that might be something that would be interesting. That would be interesting. We'll see. We can try. Oh, hang on. Someone just jumped in with... I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. Oh, wait, hang on. I do know who you are. Hang on. I think I do. Give me a second. Is it Is it Key? Key? I've never said your name out loud. Key? Y'all? Key? Y'all? Okay, so Kaba King here. Kaba King. Kaba King. Sorry, I'm looking. I'm like, because I didn't know you. I'm like, wait a minute. And you dropped it. Usually when people like jump in and follow and then post a link, it's like, okay, wait a minute. What's going on? Kaba King here. Bambu Labs representing. Kaba King. So I think in tonight's stream, we've converted at least 3 people to backing the Kickstarter project, Kaba. AKA Key. Key is the one who helped. So here's the thing. I think I may have grabbed, I didn't look. When I opened the filament tonight, I'm like, I assumed everything was PLA. So if there was something in there that wasn't PLA, and the buttons that I pressed assumed it was PLA, I just pressed buttons. That's all I did. It is entirely possible it was a total mess up on my end. I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, this is Key, everyone. It is working just fine, Key. If you missed it, got things going, printed the 17-minute benchy was printed tonight. So that's why I've got it going again. So just in case you missed this, we got a benchy going, Key. Did it come with some sort of candy? No, but I'm vegan, so that doesn't bother me as much. I saw that, but kept silent. No worries. I wanted to make sure that I could do it. I believe in myself. I'm like, nah, dude, there's something I'm missing here. There's something. And I think maybe if here's what I think, I haven't looked, but if what came in the package was more than just PLA, it is possible that the button that I pressed in the setup, because remember, you were with me during the initial... Sorry about that, Key. Liz goes a little punchy. I don't know why that happened. But it's nutty around. I told you it's controlled chaos, Key. I did warn you. So, if what came in the box was more than PLA, that could have been, if I loaded something that wasn't PLA and the system didn't recognize it as not PLA, or the button that I pushed and I assumed it was PLA, but it wasn't PLA, could have been it. That could have been it, because I swapped it out, went with the basic PLA, still white, and it went just fine. So that was probably the thing. Like I said, I just assume everything's, I'm an idiot. I assume everything is PLA. I just assume that. Sky's the Limit says, I'll get you next month, Chris. Have to redo my budget because of printer now. No problem, Sky's the Limit. But just so you know, Crybo has rescued you. Sky's the Limit.
Crybo gifted Sky's Limit a subscription. Crybo gifted a tier 1 sub to Sky's TH
Thank you.
Limit.
Thank you,
they
Crybo.
Have given 36 gift subs in the channel.
Cheers. As Krusty notes, Key, as Krusty notes, I am bad at this. I am very bad at this. I always push the wrong buttons. I'm so bad at this. So the fact that I was able to figure out how to get this to work, dude, that speaks to your quality control, certainly. But the fact that you made it as easy to do. Now I need to add a chat. Let's do that. Now we have a walker, an Imperial walker. But here's the thing. This is how I'm going to, and I would explain this as, and I said this a couple times during the setup process with Key. It was, okay, so I guess you loaded the support filament as PLA, but I'll double check with the team why the RFID doesn't work. Give me a moment. I'm going to go grab it. You're curious what the redeem did? That's what it did. Okay, give me a moment. I'm going to find out. Hang on. All right, Key. You want to talk about support. You want to talk about not supports, but support. Key. That's what I had loaded. So Key is saying the system, I told you, I'm an idiot. I warned Key. I warned everybody.
That does happen every once in a while. That can't be good.
I warned you that I... Do you not... But here's the thing. The mission of Bambu Labs is to make it easy for everybody. Seriously, that's their mission, is to make it easy and accessible. So, I don't know what the support... I don't know. It was filament that is shipped with it. So here's... If you read what Key wrote, he said if it was the support filament, he has to check with his team to know why the RFID did not work. So this is the thing, you got to understand this. It's not about but need to read so much, Papa Bear. The RFC, so Kaba King, aka Key from Bambu Labs, that's our fault why it did not detect RFID. So what they've got with their spools automatically detects with RFID tags the type of filament that you're using. And then it does things on it. So it didn't matter what I loaded. The system, as it is intended to be built, would recognize it. But as I mentioned before, still in the process of refining, getting feedback, etc., 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 etc. So what I'm saying is that I'm willing to say did I load PLA? No, but I just pressed a button, knowing full well that with their spools and RFID tags, it would automatically adjust. So Key noted that the system should recognize this filament as different filament and adjust accordingly. By the way, another thing I need to note, this filament, or this spool, is not just recyclable, it's reusable, meaning you get the new filament, the top pops off, you put the new filament in there, and the top pops back on, so you don't need to get rid of your spools. You can reuse this spool. The spool is reusable. I don't know how the RFID tag works with something like that yet, but either way, I think we've now figured out why we had the problem. But to my credit, all I did was load it because that's what they're going for. Y'all understand? What they're going for is to make it idiot-proof. They're trying to make it Perillo-proof. That's what they're going for. So I take responsibility for not looking and say, oh, it's PLA, right? I didn't know I needed to look, and I should have looked. And to Key's credit, it's something where they're working on the way to read the RFID tags from the spools that it comes with or that they're going to sell to automatically recognize whether it's this type of filament or that type of filament. Yeah, sky's the limit. It is a reusable spool. It is, for real. Perillo proof should be highlighted on Kickstarter. That is the goal, I think, Krusty. I think that's the goal. Now, if only filament makers would stop saying we don't see interest in master spool refills when more and more people and printers are providing master spool. That's what I'm saying, RC Manic. They thought ahead. I've also seen that you can replace the bed coatings. You can. Sky's the limit. It's like a sticker. I have to print the models. They don't actually come with it. You print the models and then you can to align and get and replace the sticker. I don't know how long I need to go in between prints to replace the sticker, but it is true. And Key, I do believe, is in Austin, Texas, by the way. Each new roll of non-spooled filament will have a new tag you stick on when you reload it. Okay. There we go, Ozzy. Thank you so much for the clarification. You've done some research, too. So, I think we figured out the problem. wasn't a draft, was not the printer. It was the fact that I opened a support. What is support? I don't even know what that is. What is that? All I know is PLA. I learned something new today. You prefer master spool coils? Nice, Zenbender. When you try to make something idiot-proof, the world makes a better idiot. Not at you, Chris, just a general quote. Oh, no, Mr. Rick, I don't take offense to that. It was that exotic liquor called Pebcac. Oh, man, I love me my Pebcac. Love me the Pebcac. Is it PVA that dissolves in water? Oh, we can find out. I've got the failure right here. Or one of them. But, man, that first layer went down so freaking smooth. Does the RFID tag have batch and manufacturer data information? It's possible, Major Gamer Geek. Key might be able to answer that. But he had noted that the system, as it's designed, should recognize the tag and have said, all right, this is support filament, not PLA. So I'm not saying, oh, it's them. I'm saying, like, I didn't realize it was a different type of filament. I didn't realize that it came with more than just PLA. Their thing. It came with like 4 like generic, like basic spools, like just not even 1 kg. I think it's like 0.25 kg, like not a lot, enough to do some basic stuff. So there are a few potential breakdowns that happened. Nobody's to blame, but I still figured it out. It's printing. And it's printing wonderfully. Look at this. Look at how it's going. Oh. Diana's going to love that. She's going to love it. RFID would be the most practical solution. RFID tags, 50 cents to this, one price. Be the reader of the printer. See that Cretone? I don't know what had happened, so I may have to do some more troubleshooting with the Bambu Lab folk with Key. You know, sometimes I don't like running into problems, but what I love more than anything is running into problems and figuring out what the problem was. And it sounds like there's more troubleshooting that needs to be done, as in why the system didn't recognize it. As I mentioned, the hardware, this is production stuff. But the software, still in the process of being refined. It's going to be, and I'm certain that's going to accelerate as more and more people get their hands on one of these things. Mad Cat, yes. I was sent the Bambu Lab X1 Carbon. Unless you use an iPhone, you basically update, read NFC, RFID tags with your phone. I don't use an iPhone. Well, I kind of do, but we'll keep the entire filament pretty affordable, like around $20 with the RFID tag per 1 kg. Wow. 1 kg for 20? For real? That's more than reasonable. Key. Wow. That's really good. Buana. Here's the thing I love about what Buana just said. Buana got sucked into the world of 3D printing because I was using my Prusa Mini for as long as I did. He just jumps in, oh, what's going on? And then he got bit. He got bit by the bug. Buana's up to 74 printers now? That's probably an exaggeration. You're happy for me? Glad I finally broke the one printer barrier. Also, the thing looks it looks incredible. Almost hard to believe it's real. It's fast. It is fast. There's no doubt that what it is printing right now would take at least twice as long on something else. But again, different system. What the Bambu X1 Carbon is a different class of printer than what it is that I've been using. What do I think Diana would print given the chance? I don't know. All the things. Yours didn't recognize tonight. I reached out and they said it's due to a server move and they were working on it. Oh! There you go, Key. Edge of Tech, aka Nerdy J. That was the problem, because remember earlier we were trying to see if we can get the camera to work, and there were some server issues that we ran into. It was related, so there may need to be a fail-safe. There may need to be like a local fail-safe for that kind of thing. That would be my suggestion, because maybe an internet connection burps and it doesn't catch the tag scan. Load some models on the printer before Diane gets back. Show her how to print and convert her to a fan. Oh, she will. There's no doubt. A little more than 20, still calculating the final price. No, Sky's the Limit notes that's a fantastic price point. You'll have my business for sure. There you go. Do you see this? Are you catching this key? Send that back to your team. Sky's the Limit, who is one of the converts who backed the Kickstarter project tonight, or the campaign tonight, watching me do it, answer some questions, watching all the other the videos and the feedback that other creators have put out there. It's surprising how slow your printer is going, given how fast everyone else has been printing. I don't know. I just have it. This is default. I'm not going ludicrous or sport mode. This is just default. I could probably speed it up, but with that, I could, with different filament, I could run into issues, right? I'd rather not sacrifice quality. Sky's the Limit says it'll be my fifth printer. It's just my second. Hey, Mr. Rick is asking, will spare parts be available and at a reasonable price? I do believe that spare parts will be available, and domestically, here in the U.S. at least. I'm not sure about prices. I can't speak to that. Strongly prefer printers not need always on internet. Yeah, I'm a big believer. Cretone, the drink of the day. I mean, I had the beer that Capturing Moments ago and Fucho sent. This is my Big Ballard fallback. You can empathize with the internet. You burp too? Oh, yeah. Internet burps all the time. You consider it depending on how the Kickstarter goes. Otter's Danger Den, I mean, I feel I've got production hardware. I know the software needs to be baked a little further. They know it needs to be baked a little further. Honestly, it's the software that is going to need the most amount of care and attention, especially in these early months, these weeks and months. The software is going to need the attention, and I think they know that. The hardware this is production. What I've got here is not a prototype. It doesn't look like a prototype. It doesn't feel like a prototype. It doesn't run like a prototype. Doesn't mean it's free of any imperfections, but it's a quality build. Sky's the Limit says, I feel like it'll be the perfect printer for a person like me who has to work a bunch of this print, and the printer will give me peace of mind knowing it can stop a bad print. Yeah, Sky's the Limit. I stop it before I know, okay, this is going to be a bad print. But just having the detection there in the first place. Many people have been printing models with default settings and they appear to be faster. I haven't tried anything. When I get the slicer, and I haven't had much time with it at all, because I had to figure out a different workflow here, and I have to continue to work with that. But my hope is that it will I'll be able to slice some of my more common models to try it, if only for speed and quality. Spare parts be user changeable. I do believe everything was made such that things could be swapped out. Krusty. That's my understanding. Mad Cat says, if I can't mess it up, no one can. Oh, dude, I can mess up everything. Oh, look, it's got a light bar. Yes, Sky's the Limit. The reason why is because there's a camera built in to illuminate what is being printed, so you can monitor remotely. There were some server things that were happening. That's the server issue that I was discussing earlier, and even recently with what may have happened with the RFID tag reading. There has to be a way to use any filament, or you just shoot yourself in the foot. Oh yeah, there is. You can use any filament, so long as the spool, you can use it either, a solo spool, or you can use the AMS system to have 4 spools. Krusty asks, where are the servers going to be located? That is a great question. Great question. Gutros asks, anyone have any tips to help Cura slice faster? I cannot answer that. He says all consumable parts, it'll be pretty easy to replace. Well, let me put it this way. I mean, if it's as easy to replace a part as it was to set up the printer, I can do it. Key follows up and says, U.S. domestic for U.S. customers. That is a huge win. I'm so excited now. Thanks to Chris and Edge of Tech for helping me decide to get it. I'm happy. I'm happy to have one. I'm happy to play with one. I don't know what I'm going to print next. I don't know if I'm going to be using it every single day yet. I mean, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm printing this thing. I can do like one thing a day, but like 2 things a day? Do I have enough things to print? It's amazing when the printer speeds up to jump sections. It almost looks unreal, sort of a jump cut in real time. Kind of. Oh, Nikita, you got your answer in the title. Awesome. Do I have in silent mode? If you go to the screen, press the settings button. Should be a button that says 100%. Press that and see if it's on normal. The volume is off right now. If I turn up the volume, there's the volume. The volume is currently up right now. I haven't checked the sounds. Everything's default right now. I haven't tweaked anything. So this is what you're hearing the sound of the printer now. I'm not messing with anything until I know what different settings are. The machine even has LiDAR. Yes, to read the topology of the first layers. Yes, Thinky Head. When I said this thing is stupid simple, it is. Switch to Super Slicer. I don't even know what that is. You've seen tons of hardware Kickstarters show production lines and be in the process of ramping up production releases. Once Chaos finishes, it takes months to ship. Hardware seen by actual backers, not what every reviewers production hardware was. So I'll be on the wait, see what before it being in the list of recommendations. RC Maniac, no problem with that. No one I don't think faults you for that, because there have been a lot of experiences we've all had. They know their workflow. They know their production line. I can't speak on behalf of them. All I can do is just speak on my experience. It's surprising that people have not been using LiDAR and printers sooner. I have agreed. I agree with that. Thank you, Pink, once again for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping on MakerDeck. It is really appreciated. And again, MakerDeck had the reset tonight. So if you're not watching the MakerDecks, give it a load. Get MakerDeck. If you have a second screen somewhere and you're loving the 3D printing thing, just load MakerDeck. Load it up. Give it a view. Give it a watch. And of course, chat is always open as well. Sorry if I missed anybody's chat. Speaking of chat. Part of what I had in mind when someone brought up what would make printers mainstream, the extruded aluminum frames that have to be kept aligned are an issue. This is with its wielded frame fixes that issue. Oh, this with its wielded frame fixes that issue. Yeah. I mean, Kevin, it feels, it looks and it feels like a polished product in hardware. The software I will be critical on. I mean, there are things that they need to address. There are things they need to work on. And they know that too. They know that software is where they need to spend a lot more time and attention. Charizard skull prints. Oh, nice. RC Maniac. Thank you for that. I don't have any LiDAR or anything. Oh, thank you for tagging MakerDeck. Let me go ahead and give you a retweet there, too, while I'm at it. Got it. RC Maniac, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, I've been knee-deep in the stream. Managing and balancing everything. That's what I've been doing. And then Key shows up. It's so awesome to see you, Key. I'm glad you're here to see a successful... We figured it out. We figured it out. Yeah! What's the AMS add-on? Nikita asks. So you can't see it right now in the current camera view. I've got a smartphone pointed down at the printer. It is basically a multi-spool holder. So you can hold like up to 4 spools. And you can even connect even more if you have the space. And in the availability and in terms of space, and you buy the extra equipment, you can accommodate multiple filaments. So I'm probably, because I don't have a lot of space, I'm gonna be fine with just sticking with 4. I say that now, wishing like, oh man, I wish I had 8. I haven't even tried printing anything with more than 1 filament color at a time, apart from swapping filament. So this is an entirely new experience for me. Your thing is LiDAR will jack the prices of current printers up. It's not cheap tech, so I think that's why a lot of printer manufacturers are not using it. Yeah, it would be awesome to see in 3D printers, but until the tech is more affordable in this case, I don't think it's going to happen very fast. So Famicom, it's a trade. Like I said, it is an absolute trade-off. And I'm the kind of person, I'm the type of consumer, I'm the type of person, the user, who would rather spend an extra $100 to get a better finished product that is more efficient for me. There are some people who are like, nah, I'd rather save $100 and figure all that out myself. I'm not them. I'm not. You might be. Other people might be. I'm not. There's no slagging at all. At all. It is a matter of knowing the type of user you are, what you're looking for, your budget, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you're not wrong. I don't think that it's going to trickle in. I mean, eventually it'll trickle down, but I don't think it will trickle in from the ground up. I think it'll come from the top down, as far as that technology is concerned. Hey, dudes, good to see you. Wait, there's an option for 8? I thought so. Yeah, Hey Mr. Rick says, I think the Bambu site set up to 4 AMS systems, so 16 total spools. So there you go. There's the answer. Buana says, I'm the spender too. I've done enough tinkering in my life to last 7 lifetimes. Yeah, Buana, I'm with you. I'm like, I can do a little bit of tinkering, but I'm like, the Prusa Mini has been great. Minimum amount of tinkering. Minimum amount. If this printer will be turnkey, it's worth the $14.99 USD for sure. That's what I'm saying, Nikita. But there's a big difference between a $400 printer, a Prusa Mini, which is just freaking fantastic, and say a $1,000 printer. They're different classes completely. It's like, how do you say this? Like, every printer's different, and there's no perfect way apart from finding your perfect way. Hey, Rickshaw, we showed off your make earlier. I don't know if you caught it. You may not have. For robot vacuum, it uses LiDAR for mapping. I don't have a robot vacuum. I don't want to. I believe in vacuuming myself. Security Live loves his $100 printer. Printers. See, me, I'm like, yeah, I'd rather, as a consumer, as someone who enjoys this stuff, certainly for what it does, I'd rather spend a few extra dollars to make it easier for me, because I don't tinker. I'm not a tinkerer. Security Live, by the way, thank you so much for your support on MakerDeck. Thank you. And it did reset, by the way, if you didn't catch. Tonight, it did reset tonight. MakerDeck did. At this point, I prefer to spend my big tinker energy on the project, not the tool. Everyone needs something different. Death Steez says, tinkerer. I'm the opposite of a tinkerer. I'm a tinkler, but I'm not a tinkerer. Rickshaw says, was doing dinner when you were showing mix. Oh, no worries, dude. Famicom, thank you for understanding what I'm laying down. Because, this is the thing. Oh, are you going to leave your Prusa? I'm like, no, why would I stop using something that has been wonderful? Why? It doesn't make any sense. There's a reason why so many of you have like 30,000 printers in your home, right? From various manufacturers. Each one of them has its benefits and drawbacks. Every one of them. There's always going to be. That's realistic. So, my Prusa Mini has pretty much earned a permanent spot on my desk. It is here. For real. Death Steez, glad to have you here. And on MakerDeck, if you're watching. The MakerDeck Twitch channel. Filled with 3D printers. Death, you're following over there, right? Oh, Security Live just gave out another 1-month sub 5 minutes ago. I told you, Security Live loves dropping subs over on MakerDeck. He does, just on his own. Now Testing Limits has been gifted a sub over there. Thank you, Security Live. It's very appreciated. Thank you. Seriously, it means a lot when you all support the project. Thank you. Krusty says, 30,000, not near enough. Well, dude, I'm fine with 2. Oh, Ian, were you streaming tonight? I hope it went well. I sent Ian my Twitch tips. He may have missed it when I first put him out there. But, hopefully, Ian, some of those things may benefit as you continue your direction. Ian is absolutely worth a follow. Someone who's been very supportive. There are people who are supportive, but he has been exceedingly supportive. Oh, Ian finished the dragon giveaway. Okay. Oh, no more dragon giveaways? Well, I guess the month of May is over. Oh, man. The Dragon Master is going back into his cave to build more dragons. We did the last giveaway, 13 or 14 dragons. Wow, raised $1,000 for diversity in tech, which I'm matching, and my employer is matching $1,500 too. Ian Douglas, congratulations. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for being very supportive of what I've done, and I don't just mean here in this channel, but also MakerDeck. Ian, you latched on. You've been printing into it. You've gifted subs. Not everybody can print into the channel because they don't necessarily print, or they don't have the camera set up that way. Not everybody can gift subs. Everyone has a different way of contributing. And Ian, I would hope that it comes back to you tenfold, because you are a positive force in the greater community. And I mean that seriously. I wouldn't say that about a lot of people. Buana, I think, is also an outstanding force in the community. The community. Nobody owns it. It's the greater sphere of folk. I'm happy to be connected to all y'all. Famicom also gives mad congrats to Ian for everything. Thanks. Love building up communities. Well, the 3D printing community is just, it's there. We know there are people who participate. The thing to remember, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. Community is not collaborative. I'm sorry. Community is not competitive. It is collaborative. Big difference. It's not competitive. It's collaborative. Big deal. Huge deal. Let me thank the mods as I turn off the ad at the chat. It's been going for a while. Tonight. That redemption. Yeah, we gave it some time. I'm grateful that they didn't even, half of them didn't even know that this was happening today. And so there was a little bit of chaos at the beginning of the stream as I got things going. But it worked out. I've missed a lot of chats tonight too, for sure. Dews says, I'm fine with 2. Guy who said he was on team 1 printer. I'm 1 printer. I was one. I can no longer say I'm a 1 printer guy. We now have 2 3D printers in the house, and I'm very grateful they are completely different. Like, seriously, I'm grateful they're not the same. Incredibly. Because it gives me a different experience. Gives me a chance to learn something new. Try something different. See what I like more. Benefits, drawbacks. I don't think I would have as much of an interest of getting 2 of the same thing yet. And I even mentioned this to Key earlier this evening. I said, I've had systems where I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I could really, it makes sense for what it is that I do. And I've given away printers. I don't just mean in giveaways. Like I get something, I'm like, I don't know if this is something that I would use. Typically I only hold on to the things that I might use. But if I can benefit somebody else, as Bambu Labs, I'm just saying, happy to test this one. And then when they work on the X2, when they have the X2, what am I going to do with the X1? I'm like, why do I go to 3? Now, I don't know about 3 printers, but I'm like, hey, if I could just swap it out, then I may give it to a neighbor, give it to a brother, give it away to people who follow. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm just saying, and I said that about the Prusa Mini. When they release a Prusa Mini 2, when they release a new version of the Prusa Mini, I will I'm sorry. That was frozen for a while, wasn't it? No one mentioned that. You must be drawn into everything I'm saying. Either way, the Prusa Mini, when I get a version 2 of the Prusa, I'm going to send this Mini to my brother in Iowa. I want to get him started into 3D printing. This will be a perfect thing to send to him, because I think he'll love it. Adam, you met him a few months ago. Thank you, Papa Bear. And thank you, Mad Cat. I recognize this as well. What did the assembly of the printer consist of? Oh, Zenbender, there was no assembly. Really, there wasn't. Genuinely, there was no assembly. A couple of cables connected, a couple of screws removed. It was So simple. Dudes. Oh, Iowa. Yes. So I'll get this Prusa Mini will end up into the hands of my brother. This one will get it replaced with a Mini 2, because you assume there's going to be a Mini 2, right? You just assume there's going to be an iteration. Yeah, you got to. I said screw removed. I've got a few screws removed. That's for sure. That's right, dudes. If Adam runs into problems with the Mini, I'm like, I know a guy. He'll visit the house. He'll help you get it set up. I mean, I'm not against it. Adam's a good guy. Not just eccentric nuts, but concentric nuts. Just make sure you don't nut on pulley. There was no nutting on pulley involved with the setting ups. So, you can have the best of all worlds.
Well, that does happen every once in a while. That can't be good.
The best of all worlds is possible.
Almonds, folks.
One thing does not replace another. Let me put it this way. I would not, because of the size of the Mini and how I use it, I would not replace the Mini. It's not something that I would want to replace. I'm glad I've got something to complement it, and now I've got to figure out what can I do to go with the multicolor prints. Like, okay, what can I do in multicolor? Because I have never thought about what I could do with multicolor yet. I have not done it, so I'm kind of excited to experiment with that. I genuinely am. Start cranking out Maker Deck logos. I only have 4 colors, so a Maker Deck logo may not work as well. You'd have the black, white, and then 2 other colors. It would not work as well. Multicolor peeps, definitely not. Zenbender, definitely not. No. Papa Bear notes, if there is a Mini 2, it probably won't take until 2023 or 24. What could really be done to improve it, kept in the price point. Even Joe tweeted about that earlier, suggesting that prices may be going up because of supply chain. That is an issue. For the entire industry, certainly. They're not alone with that. I'm fine. I think I could, I would be very satisfied running this for the next year or two. It would come along just fine, but I'd be like, all right, well, when there's a new one, I'm in. When and then I'll pass it along, and then I'll be good. So I'll probably always or indefinitely have a Prusa Mini on my desk. I could not. The Bambu is just a little larger than this. It's like it's got a 15-inch by 15-inch footprint. It could work here, but it's a little more loud than this. No candy corn. RC Maniac says they did the Mark III SL1, announced the Mini, announced that the XL come next. Then after the XL, Mark IV. They may do upgrades on things, but not V2, V3, etc. until after all the others. Well, that makes sense because they're more popular. He can't ignore the nation? I'm good on my Minis as well. If anything, I'll upgrade components if I get bored. See, I'm not bored. It's working fine. I don't need to do... Oh, thank you for the posture check. I probably needed it. You probably turn off the motor noise. Oh, yeah, probably zombie. But it would take up a lot of space. It's a little bigger because the enclosure, it would dominate. And the thing that's wonderful about the Mini is that it doesn't dominate because there's no enclosure. So this is just fine for what it needs to be here. All right, we got an Aziz light. No, don't. Oh, what are you doing? Embrace next. Thank you for the follow. Welcome into the play shop. Hope you're having a good time. We're showcase. Oh, wait, hang on. Did it drop? My OBS Ninja dropped. Why did it drop? I bet you the camera died. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Yeah, I think it died. Let me go check the camera because, like I said, it was running on battery, so it probably just chewed up. I was not running on AC power for the remote camera. Search printables for MMU, and you'll get some things to print. Yeah, I just see if I can find some MMU Star Wars stuff, like the BB-8s. I wonder if there's an MMU version of the BB-8s, because I'd like to try those. Darth Vader may not be as interesting. Stormtroopers definitely not. But I'd like to see, what I could dig up that'd be fun to keep around and print. There have been many, very worthy models, but it's a question of, well, it's not just a worthy model. Is this like something that I kind of want to hang on to? You think there is? Oh, it's possible, Liz. I know that maybe you're right. Maybe there is an MMU version of the BB-8s that I'm doing. Yeah, I know. I caught the Aziz Light. I'm just waiting for the color, Liz. I don't have the color, so I don't. What do I do? By the way, thank you, Embrace Next, for following MakerDeck. I'm glad I didn't have to tell you. Thank you. Everybody, if you have a second screen, pull up MakerDeck. It would be very appreciated. Yellow and orange. They basically look the same. They're really close. So there you go. No black and yellow. Candy corn troopers? Yeah. I don't know. They won't work the same as RC Maniac's filament. Have people shown off how to do multicolor? Prusa Slicer has painting. Otherwise, they have a different slicer, RC Maniac. Candy corn. No. Okay, I gotta check the camera. I think it's dead. BRB.
Don't know the power of the Perillo side of the Force. It's not so much dark as it is weird. Like, it really gets weird in here. So weird.
Yep, it's dead. My camera died. My smartphone camera died. It's dead. It died. It died. And so I basically am recharging it. Do you have the time? Yes. To listen to me whine? No. You obviously do. And
Well,
thank
clearly.
you very much.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in. The slicer, their slicer is a fork of slicer as well, so I'm sure you can create a Prusa slicer profile. Yes, you should be able to create profiles. Although the generic PLA should work just fine, I assume. I saw like 220 standard. I'm like, yeah, that's been fine for most of the filaments I've used. All right, so I have to hit the restroom, if you don't mind. Keep an eye on things. The BB-8s, and it's dead, Jim. You're so excited Pride Month starts soon? Yes, it does. Plenty of Pride stuff out there too. Disney's been doing Pride stuff. Star Wars Pride stuff. I am also looking forward to it as well, Famicom. Celebrating diversity. I'm like, I think a lot like Ian. Celebrating diversity. Thank you, The Edge of Tech. Thank you so much for that. They use a proprietary firmware. It's possible, Zenbender. I have not looked in that deeply. Right? That's definitely in the weeds. In the weeds. Fix him dude is nuts. He is. Very almonds, folks. All right, I am going to hit the restroom. If you do not mind, give me a minute or two. Keep your eye on things. Make sure nothing flies off anything. I can't give you a view of the Bambu at this point because the camera is dead. I'm recharging. Okay. man, Pepcac. Why is this? Ow, ow, ow. That emote I posted just now, what is it? I have no idea, Famicom. I don't know. But you can assume that for the next little while, you're gonna be seeing a bit more of the bamboo. I'm gonna be bambooing. I will bamboo. I absolutely will bamboo. I gotta figure out what the hell I'm gonna bamboo. What am I gonna bamboo? I think all the makers not getting the kisses they deserve because they don't have an appropriate apron. Oh, are you looking, Rickshaw, are you still looking for a different merch? Makerdeck.store. Makerdeck.store is where you can get your Makerdeck merch, launched last night. Have I been bamboozled? In a good way, yes. Not bean boozled, but yes, Bamboo, if you missed it, Ian, Bamboo Labs sent me their, oh, that's the emote you're referring to? Oh, Pink was responsible for that one, basically. She did the screen cap the other night. I missed the first part of the combo, yes. Not the first time, won't be the last. I'm kind of famous for it. I'm getting my Stormtrooper print. Yeah, it's kind of I'll be able to it'll finish before going to bed. I don't think there's anything that I want to print right now, but I feel that one of the first models that I'd like to try, MMU,
that
is a
happen
lightsaber.
every once in a while. That can't be good.
I want to do a lightsaber. That's my goal, is to do a lightsaber. What's my stout? It's not a stout. It is the Imperial IPA. I've been very happy with it. After trying the free beer sent to me by Fucho and capturing Momentsicle. That was just like a lager, one of the microbrews. Hang on just a second. Tomorrow I'll be placing that benchy, the 17-minute benchy. I'm gonna like set it on the across the street, right? Just so a kid gets it. And kid, oh man, I get a little boat. Yay, I get a boat. Oh man. I do that sometimes with like prints. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I set it outside, and then inevitably, like 2 days later, someone gets it. I do want to try the Vader that I've sliced before, the Vader figurine, because I feel like I may be able to get it printed at even faster. Like normally it'll take me like 5 hours. I'm gonna see if I can get that Vader model, the Vader the figures and the figurines. I just have to load up in a different slicer now. It's kind of like giving the blind kid the dead parakeet in Dumb and Dumber, kind of. Diana loves that movie. That's her favorite movie. Seriously, she'll tell you that. If you ask her what her favorite movie is, she'll say Dumb and Dumber. I'm not just saying that. I'm surprised you've not printed any of the enclosure parts for the Mini. Yeah, but why, Famicom? I mean, I don't need it. It'd be overkill. I'm fine with just having it on my desk. Honestly, I like having, you know, the ability to see through this, that, and the other thing. I'm not I don't need an enclosure. At least not right now. And certainly not here. It would dominate the desk. And in a space that, I mean, it's not exactly a tiny space, but it would definitely close things off. Now, the for the Bamboo, the X1 Carbon, it's a different story. That one I'm not as worried about because it's tucked away. Yeah, I'm glad I thought of how to like rearrange that room so that it would work. I had to do a little rearranging. There's some stuff on the floor I got to clean up. And then maybe tomorrow I'll show you what it looks like in there, where it is, how it's tucked away, etc., etc. I will get there. What I'm referring to is things like the box the display is housed in. Maybe I don't understand. There's a video on YouTube about two guys that have a motorcycle channel did the mini bike road trip. She should check out. She might be interested in that. The videos that interest Diana always kind of surprise me. Me, I'm a little more simple. I think I've caught up on all my shows too. Last night, I'm pretty sure I did. The Boys is going to be starting up soon. I'm pretty much caught up in everything else. This is what I was just assembling here a second ago. So I want to try reslicing other files to see how well they work, but and obviously different filaments. But this Stormtrooper took 2 hours, 2 hours or so. We'll see if I can slice the same one to see if I can get it down to an hour. The parts that are orange on the Mini, you can print and customize the model files on printables. Yeah, oh yeah, I know all that. Doesn't bother me. The orange doesn't bother me. Now, if it was something like really I'm not into like blue. Like if it was blue, I'd be like, yeah, that's really obnoxious. Orange, believe it or not, the Blaze Orange, I always liked. Blaze Orange, I'm not gonna say is my color, but I always liked Blaze Orange as a color. So yeah, I'm down. So like I said, tomorrow I've got to figure out what I'm going to print on the Bambu, and I probably have to print something not worthy of the Bambu, but like finding some. Maybe I'll do a Photos Mint model, the dragon. Figure out how to do the dragon with tree supports. For the not for resin, obviously, but for FDM. Starting to wonder if Chris owns a non-SW cup. A couple, maybe. Just don't drink out of them, because what's the point? Life is too short to drink out of non-Star Wars cups. You don't like blue? I'm telling you. Tell Krusty. Tell Krusty. You tell him what to do. You tell him, Liz. You tell him. No. That's not what I wanted. Hitting all the keyboard shortcuts except for the right ones. You got the right one, baby. Uh-huh. What's that? Okay, can't do that. So, who we're gonna raid tonight? And there have been a few in our recents list. There have been a few. Sorcery Makes is building a new 3D printer. He's been supportive. He's actually building a 3D printer, tinkering. We could really throw him off. He's got 2 people watching right now on one end. Reaver is doing a Mando helmet, take 6. Lone Mountain Knife Company. It's doing fighting knives. Although I think he was a recent one. Yoko is chatting about Star Wars and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Brit was a recent, I think a last week raid. So was Panfred Nudo, was a recent one. Science Streams. Maybe we do a new one too. Babe Ross was also a recent stream. It's the Jang I thought was just a lot of them have been very recent. The ones I'm seeing in my list right now. Brit's doing resin. Like I said, I know we just returned that last week. So I'll try to spread the love. So I'm thinking since tonight was 3D printy heavy, we have not rated, and since we have rated everybody in this list like at least within the last week or two, I'm thinking Sorcery Makes, possibly. Have we rated Sorcery Makes before? I'm following them. I think we did. I think we did a while ago. Did we not? And Reaver, I know we've rated in recent times as well. See, everybody in my list, I'm like, yeah, we've rated them recently. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we rated them recently. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I like spreading the love. If we can. Oh, yes. Please refresh your views on MakerDeck. Please, 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 please. Y'all are asking for Brit. Okay, but just so you know, we just did. And I'm happy too. Very happy. She's been incredibly supportive. And I'm happy to return that support. All right, Brit. Zero complaints, zero concerns here. I was only gonna suggest Science streams. Apart from that, if not a new streamer. So I'll give you a choice. So a Science stream. We did them recently as well. And maybe not at the same time. Brit was like, Brit can use a boost. I'm fine with that. Well, if Brit could use a boost, I have no problem with that. You can vote. You can vote. Steer us another direction. These are your choices. And again, I hope everyone has MakerDeck loaded. I'm serious, y'all. It would mean an immense amount to us if you had it running. It'd mean an immense amount. You've got MakerDeck loaded on a screen. Boost those that support. Well, honestly, I'll say this. Science has also supported. When I jump into his stream and chat, he shouts, even as Chris Perillo, he shouts out MakerDeck. It's very kind of him. It's incredibly kind of him. Brit does too. I'm not saying people don't. I'm just saying, like, it's hard to pick a raid target. It really is. That's right. We are very close. On our march to partner, it would mean a lot if you tuned into MakerDeck and chat as well. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. This here's the Bambu. No, I'm not the Bambu. I love Bambu. I'm pretty sure I've eaten Bambu. Have I not? Yeah, I've eaten Bambu. I swear I have. Did not mean that as a slight. Oh no, I didn't take that, Papa Bear. I did not. I'm just letting you know that Science has been incredibly supportive. When I jumped in, they've got a great stream going on. Bambu shoots. Okay, I have had Bambu. I want to say I had it in a soup. I mean, I can taste like the texture. I know like the texture. I swear. Mad Cat, thank you for hosting, because you have to manually host. If you're not streaming right now, if you've got a regular Twitch account, doesn't matter. If you can host MakerDeck, it would be appreciated. Just do in your chat, on your channel's chat, everyone has their own chat. Just do a /host MakerDeck. It helps. Because you never know who's going to look at your profile. You just don't. And you have to manually rehost every 48 hours. Because we've had that 48-hour limit that we hit tonight. So thank you. Subsector, that might not be a bad one, but I think everyone's going in for Brit tonight. Auto host doesn't always work, Famicom. You kind of have to check. Manual hosts always work. Always work. But the problem is that manually we have to reset every 48 hours. We have no choice. Twitch, it's a Twitch or live streaming limitation. Oops. We're gonna give Brit a raid. Give her some love. If you're not already following her, you should. If you're into 3D printing, if you're into making, cosplaying, geekery, Star Wars, she checks all the boxes, dude. All the boxes. Brit has won the raid tonight. And then, of course, like I said, please tune in to Maker. It's serious. When I say this, and I say it all the time, it means a lot to us. If you've got a tab, if you've got an extra screen, watch, tune in, chat, interact, use it like IRC. It is incredibly helpful. You're like, I'm just one person. It's not going to matter. No, you don't understand. You matter. Genuinely. I do love you, and I appreciate you. At this point, however, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the force be with you always. Please use the Perillo Raid emote. If you're a MakerDeck subscriber, you can also use the Maker D1 Raid emote. It's easy to do. See you on Discord in between and MakerDeck all the time. Here we go. Tuscan rating. Sith Lord Brits in 3, 2, 1. Flying in. Did it go? It went. I pressed the raid button there. That's kind of funny. But it went. I think. Did it go? Wait. No, that's the maker deck. Okay, now it's... Ah, there it went. Okay. What the hell is going on here? Oh, crap. Did it... Oh, schnit. Did it go? Brit should have gotten it. Did it raid? Okay, she raided. Yeah, okay, we raided. There we go. Woo! I can't hear her. Why can't... Oh, I know why. There we go. Raid! Crap. Okay, so it should have gone. It should have gone over. Okay, she got him. She got him. All right. We are good.